We'll go for the next sound.
Yeah.
And Paul's just explained that that's a low frequency, but you can use this as a low frequency by clicking that on. Can you give that a quick demo?
So if I listen to oscillator 1, I'll put it back for a second. You can hear that. But if I now move it to here, and that's so slow that you can actually hear the individual cycles of it. So it's no longer really that useful as a...
but shows how it works as an LFO.
As an LFO. So first thing would be just to turn that down. And then for this sound, I used oscillator 2 as a sound source. I got this working as a low frequency oscillator. That's then piped through to this, which I'm just using as a mixer, a sample hold mixer to get that LFO, which is there, VCO1. And that's as a square wave. So what you do is you turn that up, and then you can assign that to different things, namely the frequency of oscillator 2. So I can use that to trigger the frequency of this. And then we can speed it up here.
Okay. Oh my god, you got that. But can you assign it as a LFO? Yeah. Look, can you? Oh, see, no, you can't assign. You've either got the square wave, or the
exactly. So this is this LFO here.
Yeah.
And what I've done is I've routed that through to this mixer.
Yeah.
Turned it up, and then routed it through to the frequency of here. You see, it's
Right.
a sample and hold mixer. So that's patching it from there to there internally.
We got the old Space Invader sounds there, and now the Galaxian. Keek. That's awesome.
And then, now I think the reason was I wanted the other... I wanted a square LFO. I think that was the reason for doing that. Then I can filter it down a bit, turn the resonance up. And this LFO was up here. I also wanted a little bit of noise thrown in for it, so it wasn't quite so pure. So if you go... and you have to retune this. And then a bit of the ADSR, which is set to this setting. I thought there's something I'm missing. So this was the reason why I wanted to use this, is because, so you hear that's a steady LFO. What you can then do is, because this is being used as the LFO rather than this, you can then tweak the frequency of this oscillator using the ADSR to make the LFO start fast and then slow down.
Go on then. Ah.
And you can play about with that. Like, I wanted that to be a kind of a weird or maybe a sound effect or something, a link sound or something. So you couldn't do that with this LFO. It doesn't have any properties to control the speed via an envelope.
Right. So how's that controlling the speed by an envelope? You got the...
So because this is now doing an LFO, so I'm now setting. So if we listen to this LFO, listen to the LFO, because we can turn it up here.
Oh, don't worry about that.
So you can hear.
Oh, right, yeah.
So we're now using that to frequency modulate 2. So now if we listen to 2, and then when it's really slow, you can actually hear the octave. It was actually white noise it's supposed to have. I had it on ring mod, but. That wasn't quite. There we go. It's filtering it as well.
Amazing.
And if you wanted to play a solo on it, I guess you'd probably shorten that a bit.
I mean, there's just people that are just never going to get the full capability out of this, are they? This synth has got some. You're showing that this synth's got some.
That routing was particularly
properties.
Complicated. Yeah. It's a very nice sort of design feature. That.
I'm not going to lie, but it's kind of making the Minimoog look like a very simple synth, isn't it?
Yeah. It's got less possibilities, but a classic sound.
Yeah, the Minimoog sounds great, but this for modulation and the fact that it's unlike the VCS3, which has got the patch thing, this is all made. But I suppose this section here, it is like a very primitive
matrix. Pin matrix, exactly. Yeah. So rather than using the pin matrix to patch anything to anything, you've got like a nice selection of options on all these switches.
And it's actually quite fast to program, and you can do it live.
Yeah, the VCS3 because everything's possible. It actually you have to really.
It's incredibly slow.
Yeah.
Although Brian did use it live, but he probably set it up and just used a few sounds.
Yeah, I think it probably for sound effects.
It was sound effects. Okay, have we done this sound?
Yeah, I think
that was a great demo. Well done.